Hello, guys, and welcome back to another post-market analysis of Bank Nifty and Nifty. So here we have on the Bank Nifty chart. Let's quickly turn the session breaks so that we can see the difference between the two working days. Yeah, so here we have the dotted line. So that is the previous day's price action here. Okay, so if you notice the last previous working day, that is on Friday, we have highs here which can be connected, with the help of which there is a chance for us to draw a trend line, because this reaction is very close to this area. So if you have drawn that particular trend line, when you see this bearish engulfing pattern today, okay, so it could have been somewhat like this. So at this pattern, because you have remember, for a trend line to be called as a valid trend line, you need to see three reactions, not just two. So here we have two, and this becomes the third one. So this is a valid trend line. So when you see a bearish sign at your valid trend line, that too, this symbol in the Bank Nifty 5 minutes is a bearish engulfing pattern at 9:45, gives us a confirmation that it definitely, Bank Nifty is going to go towards the downside, at least till the previous swing reaction. So this is the closest swing reaction. If you see, it has easily reached this level in not less than two candles. Okay, so it was a pretty good chance today to start with. Okay, so let's measure this. It's approximately 175 points here in the Bank Nifty. So later, if you notice, from here it has sharply taken. So from here it has sharply taken a move. It has reacted very sharply from there. So after some time, if you notice again, around 11 o'clock, you have a bullish engulfing pattern here. Okay, so this can be, see, this is coming up at a very close level, to your previous swing reaction. That is this. Okay, so it can be taken as a sign, but you have two points to consider here. See, one is, if you take an entry there, your closest to swing is that, and if not, your obvious target would be this line. Your obvious target would be this downtrend line that we have drawn. All right, so but risk versus reward ratio, hence it's not looking that great here. So that's not a great scenario to take an entry there. But if you notice, going forward from say 11 o'clock, we have seen some sideways action today in the Bank Nifty. And also, if you notice, all these candles are in a sloping slant line. But uh, if you have to draw a line there, then you see a breakout from that with a confirmation candle is taking us to this. But again, your risk versus reward ratio is not even close to one, so you would not bother to take that as your entry. But notice now carefully, here you have seen a breakout, but then your confirmation candle is very less, but still it is on the way to come back and test this trend line. So if you notice any strong reversal signs here, which are bullish, then there is a chance. Here you have one. Here you have a good bullish engulfing pattern. But if you are entering there, this becomes your immediate swing reaction on the left. So not that great entry there. And also you have some gap. So let's see how this is going to react. Okay, so that is how the Bank Nifty was today. See, initially you would have drawn, based on, after seeing this swing, it is very visually evident that you can draw this trend line with the help of all these uh, points that can be connected with a trend line. That is what we did. And when you see a reaction there, this becomes your first chance with this as your target. Apart from that, nothing much is looking good for entries in the Bank Nifty today. So that's it on the Bank Nifty. Let's now change our chart to the Nifty and see how Nifty's chart is. So here we have the Nifty's chart. So in the Nifty, it's a bit different. So there we have a reason to draw a trend line to from connecting the highs. Even here you have a reason to connect the highs also. See, you have we can draw this line. But the problem is, if you draw a trend line like this, where you have taken reference of only 2 points, this is not the right way to draw. Okay, you need, this can be a trend line, but it is a tentative trend line here. So based on the previous price action, if you have drawn this line, then it is only tended to try a trend line. To call any trend line as a trend line, you need to see a proper 3 point reaction, okay, at that trend line. Here that's not the case. So first of all, this is not a valid trend line until you see any price action that's supporting this trend line for the third time. But if you notice here, okay, if you notice these lows from the previous working day, okay, so you have seen that, and you have seen this, and you have seen reaction there too. So here, if you draw a trend line, you have a similar situation. See, you can on after opening, since this is a very close price action, either you could have taken a call to draw the trend lines like this, or at least when you see this, and if you notice visually on the left side, there are a couple of reactions happening at that level. So if you draw that, it's exactly the same trend line. Once it was acting as a support, it's going to be in reverse when you draw it. When you see the same trend line, but the prices are coming from the bottom, it's going to act as resistance, right? So that is what has happened here. So here you have a bearish engulfing pattern again. From there, your minimum target would have been that. But see, similar to the Bank Nifty, here from this point, you have seen a reaction, and it was holding that for a quite long time. But if you also see on the left here, you have your previous swing high. This is also going to act as support, but this is not going to be a major support. This is called a minor support area, because you are taking this as reference. But if you directly draw from here, then it was definitely a support area. Okay, so now, before it was a swing high, acted as a resistance for that particular period. Now it's acting as a support in this case for the Nifty. So today, after marking this zone, okay, at least if you have not marked that, based on this, if you have drawn, it would have been somewhere being it would have been same. But again, if you notice all the highs of these candles, okay, it is clearly saying that Nifty is also looking towards the downside. Okay, but after this breakout here, we haven't seen a confirmation candle. That would have been a different story. But a real strong chance was here. Okay, here you have seen a green candle, but then your stop loss was taken because you have seen a close there. But after this stop loss, immediately there was another chance here that really worked, till you could have kept your target till this trend line, or say this lines, or all the way till this trend line. So both Bank Nifty and Nifty, almost towards the end, have gone sideways. So let's see whether we're going to get some good moment for tomorrow's market or not. So to know about the tomorrow's market, to watch, what we should do is, let's first remove all these drawings and then directly jump to the daily chart. Yes. So in our yesterday's video about the weekly analysis video, we have discussed that this is a bearish sign, because you have a closes of two particular days in different colors or at same level. To break this bearish view, we could have seen, we want to see a breakout from this line, as we have discussed yesterday. So since we haven't seen that, price action of the Nifty is not even close to that, so we have seen a bearish sign. But as you can see here, this is looking like a small accumulation zone for the Nifty. So let this come out of that. So even for tomorrow, there is no great positive sign as of now. But if you start to see any green candles now, and if you see a breakout from this, then we can expect a good move towards the upside. Until then, consider this as an accumulation zone. But to consider Nifty, as a to consider the downside moment in the Nifty, then you should see at least a break from there, and your major break should be this. Either, when only if you see break of that, then we can change our major trend direction towards the downside. So until then, it's going to be in this accumulation zone, and wait for this breakout. If we see a breakout there, then there's a good chance for the Nifty to see a new high levels in the market. So that is how Nifty is. Now let's quickly change our chart to the Bank Nifty. Yes, so here we have the Bank Nifty. Let's first remove these drawings which you have drawn from the intraday chart. Excuse me. So here, even here, it was the same scenario. if you look close to this, we are talking about this region, this gap from last many days. And you see, you are allowed to take trades only either here at this zone or at this zone. So we have continuously been asking you to be careful in this zone, not to take any, try not to take any major positions here in between. So it looks like today is definitely a negative day, because you have it's very evident here, you have a small real body, and you have a very substantial difference between the highs of these last two candles. Okay, and even the low is low, and comparatively with the last working day, it was definitely bearish. But to come to that bearish decision on a major trend level, you need to see a break from this level. And you cannot say that it's really the trend of the Bank Nifty is negative until you break this. But there is a high chance, after, if for any reason, if this fails to go upside, and if it falls below this, then we can expect a good move in the Bank Nifty as well. And if you see, for any reason, if you see a good a green candle there, which could give us a bullish engulfing pattern, if you see any pattern like this, then we can aim a Bank Nifty, towards this levels after a small corrections here and there. So that is how Bank Nifty and Nifty are looking in today's market, and also on a daily charts. So hope you have understood something, and hope you have learned something from today's video post market analysis. Stay tuned to your channel, and please do subscribe and hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, because this is the place where we discuss and learn about Indian stock markets in a more meaningful way with the daily price action of Bank Nifty and Nifty. Thank you guys. See you in our next video. Until then, happy trading. Thank you.